This doctor was completely blind, but nobody knew that every night, his vision would mysteriously return. During those secret hours when no one was watching, he devoted himself to mastering medicine. After years of intense training, he finally became a highly skilled acupuncture expert. With his incredible medical abilities, he quickly earned a place inside the royal palace. Whenever the palace concubines fell ill, they would specifically request him for treatment. But what they valued about him wasn't just his medical skill, it was also because he was blind, meaning he would never see the secrets they wanted hidden. But during one treatment, the oil lamp in the room suddenly went out, and at that exact moment, the man's eyesight returned. The beautiful figure of the concubine in front of him was now completely visible. Faced with the unexpected sight, he could only pretend to stay calm. His hands holding the silver needles trembled slightly as he searched for the right acupuncture points on her body. After taking a deep breath, he barely managed to finish the entire treatment. The concubine was extremely satisfied with his performance and rewarded him with a huge amount of gold and silver. That fortune was enough for him to live comfortably for the rest of his life, so he began thinking about resigning from his position and returning home to live peacefully. But at that moment, the crown prince suddenly became seriously ill. After hearing the news, the chief royal doctor immediately brought him along for treatment. After examining the prince, the chief doctor concluded that he had malaria and needed immediate treatment. The man could only stand aside, nervously helping with the procedure. But soon, he noticed something was wrong. Using his incredibly sharp hearing, he faintly heard the prince's painful cries, and the towel handed to him by the chief doctor carried a strong smell of blood. Just then, a gust of wind blew out the candles in the room. The moment his eyesight returned, he saw a terrifying scene right in front of him. The prince's body was covered with countless silver needles. His body kept convulsing, while blood poured from his eyes, nose, mouth, and ears. Meanwhile, the chief doctor beside him was calmly wiping away the blood. The sight completely shocked the man, and fear appeared on his face. But the chief doctor noticed his reaction immediately. He slowly walked toward the man, carefully studying every expression on his face. Luckily, the man had strong enough nerves and managed to avoid suspicion for the moment. But in the next second, the chief doctor picked up a silver needle and waved it in front of his eyes. The nervous man gripped the towel tightly, but his face remained completely unchanged.
나으리 명주천이 또 필요하십니까?
Seeing this, the chief doctor finally relaxed. He snatched the towel from the man's hand, then began cleaning up the scene and destroying the evidence. After the chief doctor left, the man turned his eyes back toward the prince. The prince was still barely alive, as if he wanted to tell the man something, because he was the only person in the entire palace who knew the man's secret. But at that critical moment, the chief doctor suddenly returned. The man immediately lowered his head. The chief doctor lit the candle again, but when the man looked back at the prince, everything had turned into a blurry white world once more. He had no choice but to follow the chief doctor out of the room. However, while the chief doctor went back to rest, the man couldn't stop himself from returning to the prince's chamber. He wanted to use his last chance and save the prince's life, but by then, the prince was already dead. Even the greatest doctor in the world could no longer bring him back. Just when he was losing all hope, the man suddenly noticed another silver needle stuck in the prince's head. Clearly, it was evidence left behind by the chief doctor during the murder, and this silver needle became the only clue that could reveal the truth. Just then, the chief doctor's voice suddenly came from outside the door. The man's heart tightened, and he quickly hid in the shadows. It turned out that after returning home, the chief doctor realized one of his silver needles was missing. Knowing he might have left behind evidence, he immediately rushed back to the prince's chamber. The man saw his chance and prepared to escape through the window, but while climbing away, the crucial silver needle accidentally fell to the ground.